People wake up on a normal day and suddenly something happens that changes their lives completely.
Pediatric trauma call, 15 minutes.
A lot of really bad things happen to really good people, but you never think it's going to happen to you.
Stabbed 5 times, including chest, and has got an arterial bleed from his leg.
High-speed RTC moped into wall.
Jesus Christ, what happened? You all right?
I love my wife.
Any reception, can I help you? Yeah, 24 hours, 7 days a week. I love that question. What's your opening hours?
St George's, London, one of the busiest and most advanced A&E departments in the world.
Complete baloney amputation of her leg.
I can't breathe.
He looks frail, doesn't he? He looks like somebody who's going to break.
I think it's going to be one of those days.
A place where life,
Darling, what's for dinner?
love,
It's still as beautiful as ever.
We have a boy.
and loss
Don't make me cry.
unfold every single day.
And they said there's nothing they can do.
All the patients you're about to see were treated in just one 24-hour period.
You don't know how lucky I am to be talking to you right now.
We see situations where someone's life has just been turned upside down. People always try and remember what the last conversation was, or the last words that that person said to them. And I suppose it's so much nicer if the words that they remember are, "I love you." Well done, Babs.
Really well. I'm never going to take the piss out of dislocations ever and ever.
You want some more Entonox? Are you all right? Every muscle in your body just relaxes, okay? I always sort of try and describe myself as a bit of a swan when I'm in work. Well done. You're doing really well. You know, I try and keep as graceful on the outside so that everyone around me thinks that I'm being really calm. But then under the water, my legs are going at about 1,000,000 miles an hour.
Almost 400 patients will be treated in A&E today. A knee dislocation is consultant Reese's first case of the morning.
Sorry, Janie. Well done. I'm surprised you haven't done it before, if it's gone today. What were you doing?
Pole fitness.
Pole fitness?
Yeah, not dancing. It's a sport. It's really a sport. Like, yeah,
It's pole dancing.
Yeah, it's pole dancing.
I think just traditionally, medicine used to be quite old school, and you had to sort of fit into a certain mold to even get into med school. I thought when I turned up to work with my blonde hair that I'd be told that I would have to return to my brunette original roots, but nobody mentioned anything, so maybe part of me was a bit disappointed that it didn't cause as much of a stir. I've got a bit of a headache. I'm surprised. You know, we see all sorts nowadays, and well, this is 2014, and you know, I don't expect to see maybe a mother and a father or a husband and a wife. I'm just gonna have a look at your face. Is that all right? Yeah. Did you bite your tongue here a little bit? It's just more than just being, you know, someone that dishes out prescriptions and treatment. You know, I've got all these people that, from all walks of life, and I can learn something from all of these people. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, Rita, St George's. Yes. And the ETA, 15 minutes. Thanks, bye. Pediatric trauma call, 15 minutes.
A 13-year-old boy has been knocked unconscious at school.
Can I activate the helipad response team, please?
Is
Obviously, if you have a child or a young person with a head injury, I think the most important thing for me is whether they've lost consciousness and whether they're confused when they've come in.
He's being brought to St George's by air ambulance.
You could get hit across your head and walk into the department. Or you could have a significant injury where you could have internal bleeding.
Are you looking on the peds trolley? What sizes do we have?
Every time you see a child, your guard is always up.
The boy's mother has travelled with him in the helicopter from Sevenoaks in Kent.
Will's school had been trying to get hold of us to tell us that we needed to get to the school quickly. They put him into the helicopter. He was tied down to the stretcher. He didn't say anything, actually. He was just very quiet. I think the fact that he was being airlifted, you know, suddenly you feel that it must be a lot more serious than just a normal sporting injury.
This is Will. He is 13 years old. Approximately 90 minutes ago, was fielding a ball where the batsman ran into him and probably got his knee to the side of the head. He was witnessed to be unconscious for up to 3 minutes.
13-year-old Will has not spoken since his accident. Doctors are concerned he may have sustained a serious head injury.
When your level of consciousness is reduced when you initially come in, you know, it's a sort of another red flag that suggests that there may be something else going on.
Getting through the scan and then sort something.
Yeah, we'll do that, absolutely.
Hello. I've just been in a helicopter with Will. He was knocked unconscious during baseball at school. He's been airlifted. I'm in Tooting Hospital at the moment.
I should not have gone drinking last night.
I can't even hear Shrek.
I know. Do you know, like, when you was in the toilet, yeah, I was glued on Shrek?
But you can't hear it?
Yeah, I know. And I ain't seen this one, so it's not like I know what they're saying.
I think the reason why we disagree so much is because we have, like, the same personality. You don't think you do, because you think that I'm stroppy, but we really do.
You're stroppy.
Yeah, because you are too.
Uh, 247.
He's still really confused.
Yeah, he is.
13-year-old Will has still not spoken since he was kneed in the head during a baseball game at school.
I thought I need to be calm because there's no point me getting emotional or tearful at this point. So I just kept all my feelings sort of inside. How long does it... Oh, he's out. Right, Will. Yes, I am, yeah. Thank you.
We've just had a scan of his brain. He is very confused at the moment.
Okay.
Which can happen after a head injury.
Okay.
Have you seen him yet?
Only in the helicopter, so...
Right, okay. Mum's here, Will.
Hello, Will. You all right, my darling? You okay? You feel all right? You in pain? Does your head hurt?
There's different types of bleeding that can happen around the brain. Sometimes the veins or the arteries can be displaced within the sort of brain tissue and around the brain and can cause internal bleeding. And that's the thing that we really worry about with a severe head injury.
You're going to be fine. They're just checking everything's all right with your brain.
No, these aren't right. I was saying to Mum, I haven't heard your voice yet. Maybe, could you say a few words for Mum?
We have a really close relationship. I feel when they're stressed and worried about something, I feel that too. You know, they're having a tough time with a friend. I feel what they're feeling.
You're very safe, OK? We keep asking you the same questions over again just to test things, OK?
So just answer when you ask the questions, OK? I worry about Will more than any of my children. Teenage boys think they're invincible. All right, we're right here. Do you remember what happened, Will? What happened at school? Come on, Will. When he was very young, he created his own language. Whenever he wanted a drink, he'd call it Aberdeen.
I was just going to start a second surgeon.
Okay.
My one surgeons. So you just stand there. Okay. We're just going to start again from the top, okay? Is anywhere other than your head hurt? Where? You need to try and talk to me if you can.
Come on, Will. I wouldn't say he's a typical middle child. He's quite a deep thinker and he's very compassionate. He has a sense of fairness. So if he feels someone isn't being as nice or as kind as they should, he will say something. Try and answer, Will. Say the word. It's going to be all right. You're going to be all right.
Parents Connor and Saffron are in A&E with their baby Amira and Connor's mum Gina. Their GP was concerned that baby Amira may have a heart defect and they have come to St George's for further examination.
Saffron, you might as well get used to sitting there watching Shrek.
Why?
Because soon she's able to walk, I think we're going to be down the hospital a lot. She's going to be walking around, pulling the tablecloth off, dragging everything off the table on top of her.
Shrek baby a menace.
She's going to be trouble. And because she's tall, yeah, she's going to get so gassed and start trying to climb trees and stuff. We knew each other when we was little kids. Saffron's mum got in contact with me, telling me stories about when I was a baby, playing with Saffron. A couple of months down the line, Saffron added me on Facebook and we started chatting. When we was chatting on Facebook, like, we was chatting for weeks before we actually met up. So it was kind of awkward because I didn't know what to say and she was very shy. We jumped over Battersea Park, there was a little gate, and we was in there at like 12 o'clock, just me and her sitting on a little bridge, rocky bridge, and we was just sitting there talking for hours. And that's when Saffron kissed me and I actually sort of fell in love with her properly. Yeah.
She's trying to poo. Poo-poo heads.
I used to go and stay at his house. And then I would go in the room and there would just be candles and shit everywhere. It was a bit cheesy, but it was a bit sweet as well.
Gina, are you wearing pink nail varnish? It's always you with your nail varnish.
She sent me a text. She put a load of faces on her phone, a load of sad faces and happy faces and question marks or whatever. And then she was just like, I'm pregnant.
Mira, come on.
At first I was shocked, but I was happy as well.
George's. Medical trauma. Yep. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Bye. Adult trauma call in 20 minutes. Adult trauma 20 minutes.
A pizza delivery driver is being brought to St George's following a collision with a car.
Adult trauma team to A&E restart. Adult trauma team to A&E restart.
Put the call out yet. He's booked in now. Catherine's doing bloods. He was a moped rescue car. Patient on that hand over, please.
Lift your arms just a little bit.
Okay,
sorry. There we go.
Right.
Right, okay. Chris is a 21-year-old moped rider, was crossing some lights at about 30 miles an hour, was hit approximately 40 miles an hour, knocked off the bike, open tib rib fracture, right collarbone pain, had 7.5 morphine, normally well.
Okay, can I have 3 people on the patient's left-hand side and move the scoop from the right-hand side?
Steady, steady, brace. Big deep breath. Well done.
Your arm or your leg?
Oh, my God, my fucking leg. Okay.
Get some morphine for this.
Yeah.
There's morphine just over here, John. Make you feel a little woozy, all right?
Chris is being given morphine to bring his pain under control before being taken for a CT scan.
How am I doing?
You're doing fine. Yeah, you're doing fine. Mark, CT?
In addition to an open leg fracture, doctors are worried he may have sustained head and neck injuries.
So, Chris, you're going to have a CT scan,
It takes fucking ages.
No, it only takes a few minutes. Chris, try not to curse.
No, I will. I will. You got to forgive me, I'm a biker, you know. And my leg's in a few pieces, so sorry, Catherine.
That's all right, you're forgiven.
When I was either 16 or 17, I got expelled from boarding school. I started going to college down this way, and to make up the money, I got a part-time job working at Papa John's. I rode a motorcycle, they needed drivers, so I just sort of fell into that little world.
So where's your pain?
My collarbone, right collar.
Okay.
My right foot, lower right leg.
Gets to the last delivery, and on the way back, I'm going through this crossroads, and it's a crossroads I've been through like a million times before. And then there's like this light to my left-hand side, and I sort of go, what the f is that? And just sort of get hit into my left-hand side. Broke my left leg in my first ever bike crash. That was about 4 years ago. I've had quite a few, but you know, if you're not riding to your limit, you'd never know what your limit is, I suppose.
Oh.
I knew that my leg was broken pretty bad. I saw it for a brief second whilst I was on the floor, and I saw everyone's reaction to it after that.
You get more morphine for him?
My first thought was, will I be able to ride a bike again?
Connor, Saffron and Gina are in A&E with baby Amira, whose GP was concerned that she may have a heart defect.
Mum, get up now, they're coming.
They're not there, they're gone. It weren't us.
They're coming. They just said something about the heart murmur.
Hello, my name is Dr. Scott. Who's the mum? Okay. So what's happened?
My GP heard a heart murmur, but she said she only heard it when she was asleep. But when she woke up, she didn't hear it again.
Is there a particular reason that you went to the GP? Is there anything concerning?
Her 8-week check.
All right, that was a normal check, routine check, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes Amira will wake up in the night like she's had a nightmare and she screams like she's been hurt, and straight away, as soon as I hear her scream, I panic, I wake up like to grab her, and like it's like my heart sinks as soon as I hear her scream.
Okay, let's have a look if I can have a listen to her chest and...
It's like you're on protection mode. As soon as you're a mum or a dad, any little thing, you're aware, like.
Hello. Hello. Oh, that's a nice smile. That's nice.
I weren't ready for like her being ill and stuff like that. I panicked straight away because she was so little, and like I know how fragile she is.
In the note, it also says that her lips turned blue on one occasion. Is that true? While feeding?
Yeah, she chokes, yeah.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to have a chat with one of my senior doctors as well and just run through it quickly again. Then I'll come back and have a chat with you. Okay?
I got a whole pot of Ben and Jerry's ice cream last night.
What flavour?
Eh?
What flavour?
I wanted the cookie dough. They were doing a deal with Morrison's, like 1 for £2 or half price or something. All the cookie dough ones were gone. It was like, no, you've got to check out the back, see if there's any cookie dough ones, because that's the best flavour you can get.
That's all right, sweetheart. Let me fix him for you now. Thank you. Gorgeous.
Do you remember who you collided with?
13-year-old Will was brought to St George's by air ambulance following an accident while playing baseball at school.
Right, we'll get a team together now. We're going to roll you onto your back and have a feel of your spine, OK?
On my count, it'll be ready, steady, roll. Thank you.
Now, which bit hurts more, here or here?
He's still not spoken since the accident. Doctors fear he could have a serious head injury.
Ready, steady, roll.
I think when they're in pain, you just want it to go away for them. You want it to be over and done with as quickly as possible. That's hard. As a mum.
Well, do you have any questions? If you want to ask us? Because there's an awful lot going on and we try and explain everything that we're doing. If there's anything you want to know or you don't understand, just let us know, okay?
What happened yesterday? Did you have a good day?
You went
You went for dinner last night. Where did you go for dinner? Wagamama's. Oh, good.
Was it your first helicopter experience or have you been on one before? Sadly, we don't provide return journeys.
Yeah, I was just thinking that'd be nice if you did. When he started speaking, it was overwhelming. He's pretty accident-prone as well.
Is he? Okay, I'm going to hand this lot over to you. So you just sound your chat.
Okay.
How's your pain, young man?
It's better than it was.
It's worse there?
Still pain on my neck and my back.
Okay, well, I'll see what you've had, because it may be that we need to up the ante.
Up the dose.
Yeah, or just give you something in addition to that, because I don't want you in pain. Is that all right? That's the goal. My dad told me the other day that I was about 8, I think, when I turned out and I said that I wanted to be a doctor. All my memories of my childhood were encompassed really by study and medicine. You know, I was just so driven about doing this job. You right-handed?
Left-handed.
Left-handed. Lefty. You creative? What do you want to do when you want to grow up?
Well, I'm in a band.
Okay.
So I'd love to do that.
Yeah, cool. Looking back, you know, I was just a bit of the class SWAT. Yeah, and then I came to med school, and that's sort of where I sort of blossomed. I just got a little bit more confident. I'm far from being a geek now, hopefully. It's like you've been delivered to us by Amazon or something.
Box of bubble wrap.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. He's very nice, isn't he?
Despite Will becoming more alert, doctors want to keep him under observation due to the nature of his head injury. Pizza delivery driver Chris is in resus following a moped accident. He has an open fracture to his right leg.
So say I'll get you some more pain relief now and we'll get you some antibiotics.
Cool.
Hello, you all right?
It's Chris.
Yes, it is indeed. Chris, someone here to speak to you.
Who's that?
All right, pleasure.
Hello.
So you're right, mate.
Hello.
Had
Yeah.
bad days, right?
Well, yeah, no, this probably, you know, one of the times I don't mind being spoken to by a police officer. Normally I've been the one that's speeding and... No, I'm kidding, don't hold that. Don't write that down.
Don't be saying that, Chris.
My shoe was on the other blinking side of the road, wasn't it? I think I hit the traffic light, mate. Fuck.
How did your bike end up here then?
I have no idea, because he proper twatted me.
Yeah.
Everyone says I'm difficult to get on with. They say. I've heard it been said that, you know, it feels like a storm has come in when I walk into a house. I feel like, you know, everything's just been torn out of place.
Last time I broke my left leg, it was 4 weeks. I remember going to my mate's funeral with crutches shoved in me back. But this one feels worse.
So what is it, two good friends that are with you?
Oh, good friends. Hello, lads. Sorry. Thanks for coming up, Chris and Shane.
You bought a new set of shoes 3 days ago. How did you make them smell so bad so quickly?
Oh, no, it's because I was dancing all night in Slime Night on Saturday night, wasn't I? Do they really beef?
Yeah, man.
I just got to give you guys one, and anything these two says is all, well, depends if it's incriminating or not.
Outsmarting my mum was really difficult. Somehow she found out one day I was bunking from school. I was in Camden, and I didn't go to school, and she must have got a call from the school. And then about lunchtime, I was walking down Camden High Street, and I get a call from Mum. I go, "You all right, Mum?" "Yeah, I'm at school." "No, you're not." "Yeah, I am." "I can see you." "How?" She worked for Camden Council, of course. She'd been looking at the security cameras and me. I don't know how on earth she found me, but somehow she did.
Listen, handsome, we're off.
Thank you so much, guys.
Cards in the post.
All right. All right. All right, now my leg is starting to proper kill. Look, lads, I've got really itchy bollocks. Yeah, one of you's. Who clicked something?
I'm not clicking anything.
Why is my arm tightening? What am I on?
160/20.
That's good.
Should that line be bumpy or flat?
I can't laugh properly because I've got this fucking dog collar on.
Oh, mate, if we lower it down, right, we can do a bobsled on it.
There'll be no bobsledding on me.
You're such a drag, man.
I need to know what's going on. I need to know how fucked my leg is, yeah.
Right, well, basically, they've got it in a bag in a yellow box.
What? It's in a bag?
It's in a bag, yeah, they bagged it up.
They look like one of them like surgical bin bags, like they're just about to chop it off.
No, man, it's a Sainsbury's bag.
Prepare.
You know, if I worked here like a janitor, I would so mock it. Do you know it has the medium, large and small gloves in order? I'd swap them around and...
Well, you wouldn't get a job here.
Why?
Because if you're doing that, then you're going to sack you. Idiot. This is an 8-week-old baby. Went for a regular checkup, and the GP thought they heard a systolic murmur while she was sleeping. But there has been one occasion that mum noticed that her lips were turning blue while feeding.
To be fair, I think everyone doubted me at first. Some of my friends were even doubting me, saying you're biting off more than you can chew and stuff like that. And they was like I'm never going to be the same person again and how I've lost my life. Like, it's a whole different life to the life my mates have. I'm waking up to change a nappy, and like they're waking up to go and message their friends to go play football or to go and do something and go and hang out. Before Amira, we'd always go out places constantly, like fun fairs, parks, stuff like that. But with Amira now, it's like we're more staying at home, or we'll go to the park every now and again to feed the ducks with her.
Aww. It's all right. It's all right.
You just see things in a whole different light, because now you ain't got that life where you can do whatever you want. You've got someone depending on your life.
No, it's not. It's raining. It's supposed to be stormy. Floods.
It was off yesterday. It was off yesterday.
4 flood warnings for the weekend. That's what the Metro said. The Metro.
The CT scan was bloody weird. They put this injection in you and it makes your body go really, really hot. And it makes you feel like you're having a massive slash, even though you're not.
Orthopaedic doctors have been reviewing Chris's CT results.
Good news.
Is there?
No, the scan of your neck is good, right?
Okay.
You broke your collarbone on the right side, and obviously you broke your right leg. Right?
Which bones in the leg?
Both.
Both, tibia and fibula.
Tibia and fibula.
And it's
I
open.
can see that you had a nail on the other side, haven't you?
Yeah.
When did you have that?
About 3 years ago.
3 years ago. Was it a moped as well?
Yeah. How would you plan on fixing my leg?
I'll have a look at the wound first, and I'll tell you my plan.
At the end of the day, right, you don't know how lucky I am to be fucking talking to you right now. Yeah? I thought I was gone.
We all plan to live until we're 80 and 90 because we all see 80 or 90-year-olds walking about. We don't plan to, get cancer. We don't plan to get any other sort of disease which is going to be chronic and end up killing us. The fact that you're going to die, you don't think about up until you've had someone close to you that has died.
Make sure you get a picture of this one, Chris. I've never had one of these before. You got the chisels ready, yeah? I've seen a surgeon's toolkit. Them things are like DeWalt's.
It was about a 7-year-long battle. And, she got given the all clear like 3 or 4 times, I think. You're sort of used to knowing that your mum has a terminal illness, but not quite accepting that she's going to die of it.
How are you, Catherine? Are you all right?
I'm fine. Thanks for asking.
Will someone grab a picture of it, please? No one's going to grab a picture for me.
We will take a picture, don't worry.
You promise?
When I was at school and I got a call saying, yeah, Chris, they're taking your mum into a hospice, mate. I was like, oh shit, you know, it's actually going to happen. She died of cancer, basically, in the end.
Oh, they don't get that anaesthetic paralysis that you hear about.
You'll just feel drowsy, okay?
I'm drowsy, really, so...
Doctors need to sedate Chris to put his leg in plaster before he goes to surgery.
There. No.
Oh. Okay. Good.
I think for a period after it, you feel really vulnerable. You feel like, oh God, I've lost my mum. I feel, you know, like that kid in the supermarket that doesn't have his mum because his mum's gone off to look at toothpaste or something.
Chris, relax for us.
Just relax.
We're about to finish, my friend, okay?
That kid's going, what am I without my mum? Do you know what I mean? He's going, my mum, I've always been attached to her, and now she's gone, where is she?
You okay?
You're doing really well.
You start acting like a child, and you know, I personally, and this is part of the reason why I had to leave school, I started acting like an idiot. You know, I got aggressive, I went off the rails a little bit.
Okay. Thanks everyone for your help.
Thank you.
Every boy's pretty close to his mum, I should hope. It's really weird when I hear my friends go, oh, my mum's such a bitch, and it's like, yeah, I probably thought that a few times. But, you know, I wouldn't condone anyone saying it now. I'm just like, oi, shut up, wrong place for that. Yeah.
Hello. Hello, stay there. All done.
Hello, Chris.
Hello.
Hello, all done.
Yeah?
Wiki, wiki.
Certain people, they'd expect me to be someone who's this neglectful parent because my mum had 6 kids and we didn't always have money for what we needed and stuff. Some people, they try and tell me what to do. And if you do like one little thing wrong and you ask, they just judge you like, oh, see, teens having kids. It's just kids having kids.
Saffron's always had trust issues. But I told her from day one when I first got with her that I'm like gonna be there through thick and thin.
Hi. My name's Emma, one of the consultants. So tell me about these episodes that she's had where she's gone blue around the lips.
It was just once.
Once? And when was that?
When she was a newborn.
And so the doctor noticed a sound, is that right? So I'm going to have a listen.
I've heard things before about she ain't yours, go get a DNA test and stuff like that. I got with Saffron when she was like less than 3 months pregnant. Everyone still, every now and again, say, why are you doing so much for a baby that isn't yours? But it's just like my tattoo says, blood makes you related, but loyalty makes you family.
Your GP has got very good hearing. There is a little noise there, but it's subtle, like it's so quiet. And this is the best stethoscope, it's brand new as well, and I could barely hear it. But there is a little kind of noise. But the ultimate thing to do is to get what we call an echo, which is like an ultrasound scan of the heart they look at. So it's not invasive, they just use this probe and have a look to see if there's any little holes or anything. Sometimes the holes just close up on their own. That's the most common thing. She's otherwise well.
Yeah, she's brilliant.
Okie dokie. We'll sort that out.
Thank you.
She pulls faces, and sometimes it's only when it's me and her. And the last 3 days she's been saying Dada. And like when she looks at me and cries for me and says it, it's just the best thing ever.
My family, when I was little, was essentially made up of my father and my grandmother. 8 nights to go.
No, this is the 8th.
You know, I was quite frightened of the world and what it had to offer me, because something that I was precious about and loved was taken away from me. Could we please have some morphine and some paracetamol? That would be great. My mother, she had something called MS, which is multiple sclerosis. She unfortunately died when I was 5 or 6 years old. You know, we're human beings and we're not meant to be on our own. Even though I'm a consultant, you know, there's still times where I need to call my dad up and say, you know, things are tough or I'm having a hard time, you know, or just, you know, actually let's just do something that's not medicine for a change. You're right, lovely.
Yeah, I'm having a really good.
Chris? All right?
No.
Having a snooze? What's wrong?
No, I can't really snooze.
Chris will now undergo surgery to fix and realign the bones in his right leg.
We'll get you into a bed. It's probably a bit better.
If you go and stand by the train station at like 6 p.m, you'll see all the guys in their suits with their briefcases getting off the train and you'll sort of go, God, these people look really happy. My mum, for example, she worked up in the city for a while. She'd always come home stressed. She'd always come home angry at something, or, you know, even one point she battled with depression because of the amount of stress and how much, you hate your job. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be like that. So I've seen that every single day for the last 10, 15 years of my life.
Chris, if you need to go, you scoot off and then. Thanks, man. I love you. See if you can get someone to swing by tomorrow with a phone charger. Post some pictures on Facebook. Laters, bro. Love ya. Life can throw loads and loads of trouble at you. It can really attempt to ruin things.
Off we go.
Anything tragic can happen at any time, no matter how much you do to reduce the chances of that. So you might as well have fun whilst doing it. Now, if you find riding motorcycles fun, then you might as well do that.
Hi, Chris. You're bound to be tired. You can have a snooze.
If you find scuba diving or skydiving really fun, go ahead and do it because you don't know when you're going to get hit by a bus. That's all, really.
We always kind of say that she loves the dog more than she loves us, but in a way we kind of know that that's not true, because she'll always come up to check on me even if I'm pretending to be asleep at night, and gives me a kiss. So I know she cares about us, which is always good.
people have said to me, you know, you're not going to get off a bike now. Motorcycles can kill you, and you know. But my mum's learning to ride a Harley, right? She was doing it with her friend, right? And some of her friends were bikers as well. I don't think she would have minded that much. I think she would have been like, do you know what, Chris, if that's what you want, that's what you got to do. I'll ask her one day.